From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome from the Sunshine State of New York.
Woo!
That's right.
What a day.
Oh, thanks for telling a friend about Billified. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship one at a time. Dougie Fresh in the house.
In the house, baby. Glad to be here. Happy Tuesday.
Wow, what's going on? You're all energetic today. You got a little caffeined up. You got
No caffeine.
Got a lady friend? What's happening?
Well,
here?
actually, I met somebody last week
You did.
at a DJ seminar. Yep. She's 72.
wait.
There was this. Why is that so hard to believe?
What is a DJ seminar?
Well, just hone your skills and you get together with other DJs. They find on Facebook. And,
What's this now?
Yeah. You're like, hey, you want to interact with other DJs? So it was a little get together out in Geneseo last week. So I
What kind of DJs? Like DJs
all
that are
kinds of
scratching
different.
and
Well, yeah.
yeah.
She's 72.
Is she a DJ?
Yeah, and she DJs rap music. Her name's Bust a Hip.
Is this all bullshit?
Bust a Hip?
Yes, I
Don't
got
you get it?
Yeah, I did.
Why didn't you laugh at that? You laughed when I said I met somebody. That was hilarious.
No,
but
no, that's not what I laughed at. What I laughed at was the DJ seminar. I go, who the fuck is?
I was trying to set you up for a good joke to start it out right. I've been waiting all week, half a week. Oh boy, that bombed.
Oh, you're used to that. Don't worry about it. That's
right,
fine.
exactly.
No, I'm kidding. But I
No, you know
was
what
trying to
happened?
picture in my head a DJ seminar, and I just fucking lost it laughing, which is really awful because maybe there is.
There are in Vegas.
And yes, okay. So Vegas, I get.
Right.
I get because it's high end club DJ stuff.
Yes.
But I'm talking about like wedding and bar mitzvah. Well, although bar mitzvah stuff, I'm realizing is god damn is it huge.
Yes.
And expensive.
I just saw somebody on Facebook. They asked me for a recommendation about a place
Yeah.
to hold 300 or 400 people, and there's like it's crazy money.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Right. Well, I mean that people are paying,
yeah.
and then it's
The
like
only Jewish music I have is from Neil Diamond. What?
red wine.
Yeah. Girl, you'll be a woman soon.
So you drive the roads of the greater Rochester area.
Yes,
as
I
a,
do.
as a Uber driver.
Yep.
And how bad are the potholes and things?
They're terrible.
Terrible.
Just how can we not fix these?
Okay, so we had a guy a while back. I don't know if you were here that night or not. When we talked to this guy who had hit a pothole and he had about $800 worth of damage done to his car, but it was a Tesla. His mechanic said, I can do this. It'll cost 800. Tesla said it'll be over 1,000. And so he tried to file a claim with New York State. And he sent me the letter today, and I'll just read a portion of this.
Okay.
Section 58 of the highway law provides that the state is not liable for winter-related defects in the highway for incidents that occur between November 16th and April 30th.
So anytime after that?
Anytime after that, supposedly, but they're saying, like, this guy hit a pothole on January 25th, they're not paying.
They're not paying. Yeah.
That is wild. But I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, it's a little...
It's just mind-boggling as I get older where all our tax money is going. I mean, then you have throughway money, and it keeps going up and up. And then if you didn't get the Easy Pass and you just wanted to do paperless or you wanted to send it in, it was not 10 times as much, but it was significantly more.
You know what's really sad is I
Our
used to-
government?
well, that, but I always said, like when I would hear, well, my tax dollars, I go, I don't know what my tax dollars do.
Right.
I can't say my tax dollars. I mean, yeah, I pay taxes, but I don't know what it goes to.
Well, teachers, firemen, policemen,
Yeah.
politicians,
So, all right.
judges.
Yeah. I just figure out it's going.
It's going.
It's going.
Yep.
I hope it all is going well.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's going great.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hope you don't have $800 worth of pothole damage.
Yesterday we had an interesting little conversation. I thought it'd be funny to get your take on it.
Yeah.
So some girl in a woman in Australia, 27 years old, found out that she is what they call a creator on OnlyFans.
What's that?
Well, she creates. It's a nice way of saying she's an OnlyFans page.
Okay.
So she was going through all her subscribers, and there was a name she recognized, and it was her first cousin. So she confronts the first cousin, and he says, no, it's not me. It's my buddy who's married, and he didn't want to use his credit card, so I let him use mine. But then I didn't know this, but different OnlyFans have various tiers. So he's paying for an even higher one to see even more content. Mm-hmm. And so she's very freaked out, grossed out by this, and sees him at family events and stuff, and has blocked him from her OnlyFans and all that. And I said, if I had a cousin, a peer, not a niece, but a peer, I would go look at the OnlyFans, and then I would recreate the poses and take pictures and send them. Now, if you had a family member...
God.
Would you check? Would you just, like a peer? I'm not saying your sister. Maybe your sister. I'm just saying,
a cousin?
like, yeah.
If I found out, like, somebody said, hey, Doug, I think your cousin's on.
Yes. Aren't you going to look?
No, I would.
You're not going to look?
I would text them first.
Come on. They're going to lie to you.
Okay, then they lie. I don't think they'd lie to me.
I would go check. You wouldn't check? A little bit?
Show me your face. I don't want to
show
see
me
anything.
your face.
Well, if somebody has it on their phone... Just crap her body out. Let me see her face. I don't need to see her family member naked. Now, that might turn some people on.
No. But what if it's like a really hot cousin who was adopted? Dude, what are the bylaws here?
Scenario number 5.
Can you get around?
Yeah, you can get around it. What? Anything adopted is a go.
I'm kidding. I do think I would be curious. I would be curious. I think
I would probably check it. Yes.
My brother and I would be laughing our eyes off. We'd be texting each other, sending it back and forth. We'd be having up nicknames and stuff. I mean, I remember a family member. I always was shocked when my mom would tell a story and then be offended that we made fun of it.
Oh, then don't tell a story.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, she would tell a story, and it would be like with such reverence of how upset, and she would sell it at like the dinner table. We actually sat down as a family for dinner, and she would say this at the dinner table, and I don't know, there was all kinds of, like, somebody in the family, a daughter had taken naked pictures, and the dad found out, and so then there was like a foot race to where they were being developed because dad was going down to get him because he wanted to kill this guy and all this shit. And I'm going, you can't tell me. You can't tell me that.
Right.
That's
you
horrible.
Don't tell your kids that.
No, but she says it. They're like, guys, I'm so worried about that. And I'm going, wait, what? Huh?
What photo mat is this? I'm full. Can I be excused, please?
No, not the photo. I lived in Appalachia. These people live far away. But I'm like, that's the stuff you can't tell. I mean, I grew up in a house where my father used to, once in a while when we were a little bit younger, he would declare it, we're eating doggy style tonight.
Come on.
Yes. Which would piss my mother off because it was just his way of being dirty, doggy style.
Right.
And it meant you could eat with no hands. So we would just bury our face in the plate. We'd eat. My mother would get so upset. I go, you think telling that fucking story at that dinner table was going to go anywhere but where?
Were you eating doggy style when you heard about the naked pictures?
I did not. We ate doggy style. We did all, oh, God.
Did you eat old man walking the wheelbarrow?
No. Not really sure. What is that?
That's
I'd like to know.
That's it's on hieroglyphics. It's on the Egyptian pyramids.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, there was all kinds of crap. Like my father read Miss Manner's Guide to Perfect Etiquette. He had read the entire book. Mm-hmm. And in Miss Manner's Guides to Perfect Etiquette, he said no sound that emanates below the neck exists in society. So in other words, if you hear someone fart, flatulate, pass gas, however you want to say it, it doesn't exist. And so we used to sit there and rip farts and say nothing happened. And my mother would get so mad. And he'd be like, I don't understand. Nothing happened. According to Miss Manners, nothing happened. And I'll never forget one time, man, I ripped one so loud, so long at the dinner table. My mother shot up, looked at me and screamed, I don't know whether to slap your face or hand you a paper towel. And that's the family you're going to tell the story to about another. It's like, come on. It was crazy. You didn't have that kind of fun as a kid? With your family? You didn't have that?
My father dressed up as Elvis every other weekend. So,
there you go.
Yeah, there was some fun in the family. My father just told me 2 weeks ago that Moses had a stutter.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, that was the. Well, but it was true.
Yes.
Yes.
To find out, it was.
Yeah, as Doug did not believe his father and went on Facebook to find out the answer.
I just wanted to hear people's reactions. And there was a lot of them.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that, actually. So when I saw it, I had to look it up.
There's a lot of humor in our house. I mean, just like any family.
Yeah.
You know, seriousness, bad, good, you know.
Yeah. There was a mine, too. But mine was like, there was a little bit of just insanity at times.
I mean,
just for the
I
fun
remember.
Of it. I think my dad got bored and just liked to watch shit just unfold.
This happened 15 years ago. So we were at a kitchen table with my mother, my stepmother, my father, my stepsister Kelly, and myself. And we had to sign papers if anything happened to one of them, and the other one was incapacitated, that we'd have permission to tell the doctor, okay, this is enough. And they said, do you think you're going to be able to do it? So I bent down and pulled a plug out of the wall so all the lights went out. I go, yeah, not a problem. Where do I sign? So, and then my sister pulled out a plug, and my parents are just shaking their heads. But I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to. Well, you know, at a certain point.
I am funny sometimes. Some people think I'm funny.
No, I know. Who are they? Who are those people?
They're on my OnlyFans. They're my cousins. I don't get naked. I just tell dirty jokes.
I think we got the stats on OnlyFans last night that it was 70. I think it's like a 29% split on male female, and 1%
that are signed up for it or do it.
Well, that are. Yes, that do it. So 70% of the people on OnlyFans are women, 29% are men, and then 1% are non-binary or whatever. But it's not all naked stuff on there.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
There are. I think there's cooking classes and there's different things you can actually learn.
Not a lot, but there's a couple.
You can
try to balance it out.
I don't know how. I've never even gone to OnlyFans.com. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, have you seen anything? Because there are, from what I understand, and there's some other guys like your old shoe guy, Mark Hillman.
Yeah.
Your old shoe department employee. He says that he knows women who are on OnlyFans.
Yeah. So do I.
You know women who are on OnlyFans. Okay, now you son of a bitch. Have you checked her out?
Yes.
Of course. And how well do you know this person?
Well enough that I got a free subscription.
Wait, what?
Well, you're just asking me now. Am I supposed to come in?
Hold on a second. You have a free subscription to a woman's page who's trying to make money?
Yeah.
What are you, a consultant?
I don't know.
Hey, you should really try to emphasize, arch your back more. Practice cat-cow when you're not on camera. You know, arch your back. Why? I don't understand. Who is this person?
I
just a friend?
Just a friend.
I'm not asking you who the name is. An acquaintance or somebody you know well?
Just an acquaintance.
Just an acquaintance. Yeah. How did you meet this person?
One of the bars I frequent. This was like 3 years ago.
Okay.
A friend of a friend says, hey, that girl's got an OnlyFans page, and I
and so
ended up asking her.
So Doug
like a couple
springs
weeks
into
later.
action like a cocker spaniel.
Well, I worked with a bunch of strippers.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So
yeah.
I just said, hey, can I ask you something? Do you have an OnlyFans page? She's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I do. And then I checked it out.
Yeah.
This is like before COVID.
Okay.
And then I ran into her again, and I asked her if she was still doing it, and I talked to her through social media, and she sent me a link, and just there are other tiers. There's pictures you get free.
Yeah. So you just have the free stuff, or did you get into some of the other stuff?
No, didn't buy. I just checked it out.
No, I'm saying, did she let you into some of the other stuff so you could see it?
Just the free stuff.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And what was available as the free stuff?
Some nakedness.
Some nakedness?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing more. naughty than that. For that, I think you had to pay for it.
Yeah, you do,
Yeah.
and it's weird. And I'd like to know because
There's people making thousands.
Well, we know that.
Upon thousands
We know
of
that.
dollars.
Yes, there's somebody who's claiming like
I mean,
300,000.
OnlyFans today is like your father when you were 12 saying, I get Playboy for the articles. Like, come on, you're going to check it out. You want to see Madonna naked. That was one of the biggest selling episodes. So things have changed in that way.
Yes,
But
it's still the same.
you're curious. You're curious.
Well, the weird part is now, though, it's literally the girl next door, where they used to have in like
well, I think that
Penthouse or Hustler.
your
Was it Hustler?
subscription, there was Penthouse.
Hustler, no. Hustler, Hustler had Beaver Hunt.
Oh, the girl.
Do you remember Beaver Hunt?
I don't.
You don't remember?
I don't.
They had Beaver Hunt, and it
Okay.
was women from around the country who were sending their naked pictures of that they took or had someone take of them and try to submit to be a hustler. Hustle. I don't know.
You know why they call the anatomy the beaver? Because years ago, I mean, Lewis and Clark, not
Here
that
we go.
era.
Here we
no,
go.
this
Here
is true.
we go. Here
that
we go.
They would kill beaver and they would make a pelt out of it for women to keep warm down there, and that's where it came from.
Okay.
Honest, no joke on this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if I believe that.
I
Moses stuttered. Okay. So, all right. So Beaver Hunt. So all I'm saying is now, if you found out you're the hot chick down the street,
Well, that was another thing I was going to say. I have heard that if you set up your OnlyFans, you can do it just to different states. That if you put your credit card in and your zip code is within New York, that you can't get it.
yeah.
You can do that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you could do it for the rest of the country, but not where your mom and dad live.
Right. You could.
Or your Uncle Joe.
Right.
Yeah,
You could.
gotcha.
You could exclude it from all the states. Say New York. And
Yeah.
Your grandparents are in Florida. And you're
Yeah.
worried that somebody's going to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can
Yeah,
exclude
because
all
Grandpa's
those states.
lonely or his buddies at the village.
the
Hey,
village- yeah.
I think I saw your granddaughter on there. Yeah, that's interesting. The OnlyFans thing is an interesting thing to me because we hear about the people making the $300,000 a month, the multimillionaire people,
Right.
but not everybody's making that.
No.
Right.
Some people
So-
aren't making anything a month.
I would
But they
think.
think they're gonna. Then you hear these stories and they think
Yes.
everybody's gonna do it.
Right.
And
But
that's not true.
a lot of the people that are doing it have a machine behind them in terms of marketing on other platforms, driving you and then getting kicked off. So they'll have 10 or 12 Instagrams. There's a woman that I know they're trying to do some kind of TV show about her. Teacher, PhD, found out she wasn't going to make more money, the hours, all this stuff. She and her husband together have an OnlyFans page. She was on Dr. Phil, and I'm trying to get her on the show. She makes a tremendous amount of money, lives in L.A., does a ton of social media. I mean, it is all day with her stuff.
All day.
That is driving people to her OnlyFans page, and she's interacting with them, and so it does become, as much as people go, it's not a real job. Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I mean, it is. You've got to for anything
You're
to be
working more
you got
trying
it.
to get out there.
Yes,
all day
It's
long,
all about
hoping for
attention.
somebody
It's
to-
all about attention. That's
to
what it is.
describe to you.
Right.
So I just got back on Instagram a couple months ago before the comedy show with Greg Owens to just advertise there, and I got a ton of people that wanted to follow me or can you follow me?
Yeah,
Like 3 or 5 or 6 every day.
that's
Now
great.
this is Annabelle Red.
Uh-huh.
Now, I have not looked at Instagram in a couple weeks, but it's just a picture of cleavage, not naked, but
No, it's just.
and she wants me to follow her. I don't, so
Why don't you?
because I don't know her and it's a waste of time.
Yeah, because it's a bot. It's not real,
Right,
and it could be somebody who's trying to like get your information and stuff.
right.
So yeah,
It's
you don't
not
want to
worth
accept
it.
those. No, that is not.
And
worth
they're
it.
not going to come to my things, and I'm not going to come to
No,
theirs, and it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, nobody's coming anywhere with that.
No, nobody's coming.
All right, we're gonna we'll take a moment. So the O.J. Simpson 30th anniversary.
The
of
juice.
the juice of the
I remember
trial.
where I was. I was in Syracuse for a benefit for cancer, and I was across the street at a bar.
So I think most people believe that O.J. Simpson is guilty of the murders. We're going to talk to Sean, and Sean does a lot of stuff around the village of Fairport, but primarily at Iron Smoke Distillery. He's going to come in here. He is a fervent believer that O.J. did not do this, and we'll explain why. And I went back. I don't know if anybody remembers. There was a show when he wrote the book, If I Did It. Fox did a TV show, and it never aired. But it has the closest thing. I mean, it is a confession to me There was no deathbed confession, but we'll hear what Sean has to say, and we will get to all that next. But first, he was just outside. Oh, shit.
Shit. You say he's outside?
He was just outside.
Oh. Yeah, I can't go to her OnlyFans fans page on my Facebook or on my phone. And you can't download her pictures, but you can take a picture of the computer. Okay.